Today, I'm just going to read a book. I'm incredibly bored today, so let's go. Hi, I am Timmy McHill, and AA started me on the road where I am today, in the world of feline telephone fraud. I am not sure which one, maybe both. My career in customer service began right after I took a quick detour from, from university at age 19. My educational readjustment happened because the university police didn't understand the economic theory of harm reduction. Since the nursing students I was attending class with had an inflexible demand for party, word not classified, they would be dealing with real, not classified, dealers downtown, which was harmful. If I wasn't in the middle of the balancing supply and demand much better, right? Getting along with all types of people myself kept those students safe, and they kept me away from working at McDonald's or probably someplace nicer like a Chip Bowl or Ruby Tuesday. After throwing the textbook at me, the university police said that they drop the changes if I agree to attend 12 months to a 12-step meeting, take regular tests, and most importantly, do not sell stuff on campus. They didn't mention not selling off campus, so I agreed. Attending soberly meetings for a week, I started to feel it wasn't a good idea to sell off campus either. The message of let's get high on life began to sink in. But to get high on life, I need to get elevation by accumulating some dollar bills. The 12 steppers only gave me free coffee. Money was no longer flying from the freshman class nursing students. My AA sponsor was a really great guy who could be a bit inflexible. I just realized that maybe I should have read the book before I read it out loud. There are a lot of words that maybe YouTube won't like, so I just don't say them. Attending soberly meetings for weeks, I start to feel blah 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 that I had that already. Yeah. Are you good at talking to people? Can you handle a high stress job environment? Brigadier states. I could answer yes to both questions. On the website, I filled in my details describing my last occupation as lifestyle enhancement direct sales. I meet with an Mr. Anderson at a second floor walking up office. She didn't seem to mind that I was only 19, since I was a smooth talker, and the next day decided to offer me a job. The company, which was to my introduction to be customer service, was a professional airlip host. On paper, I was a customer service officer, but my real job was to keep reviews high on the website. Mr. Anderson said I need to learn on the job, so I sat in front of the telephone and waited for my first call to come. An angry voice shouted, "Thank God! Finally I got through to somebody!" Regency and States, how can I help? My neighbor's making noise, banging over and over and over. I am a paying customer, so you need to make it stop. That would be easy, so I said, I am coming over now, and got moving. Eager to fix the noise problem, having a first day success would help guarantee Mr. Anden. Why am I? Why am I keep saying Mr. Anderson? Mrs. Anderson to keep me on past the probation period. At the apartment, I heard a banging noise, like he told me. I rang the offending neighbor's doorbell. The man with huge arms opened the door and asked me, "Who are you?" Undeterred by our size difference, I said, "I am with Williams's estate. We own their apartment next door. We heard a noise coming through from your apartments." "Oh, Dad, kneading. I make breads on Sunday. Can you stop or at least lower the values?" "No," he said. His huge hands were covered in flour. "Is there anything else?" Then he shut the door before I could do anything. 20 minutes later, I saw notifications on Airbnb. The host intern to came over and just made things worse. I recommend everyone to avoid the host's property. Mrs. Anderson called me over to her office. Said one complaint was nothing to worry about. She gave me a few customer service pointers and then said she'd terminate me if I didn't follow them. I waited for the next day. "My tap is leaking. It's been dripping all day." "That's terrible to hear. We can ensure we have never had that happen before at the property," I said. "Our maintenance expert will be available this Tuesday. Let us know when then if you still have that problem." He didn't have much to say and said goodbye. I watched anxiously but didn't see any notifications appear. Of course, Regency Estates didn't have a maintenance expert. The days and weeks flew past. My air conditioner's too cold. My apartment smells. There's mold on the bedroom. The sofa has stains. Bait and switch delay distracts. Free gift packages at most, transferring the tendency to a different property with a new set of issues, but making them feel heard and valued so they didn't leave a complaint. 3 years later, the Airbnb host job blew up when I told a teenage to ignore a minor gas leak until our maintenance expert was available. The fire apartment said someone needed to be responsible for the unfortunate conversations. Mrs. Anderson said that someone was me. I began looking for new job opportunities. A job listening said, "Are you good to talking to people? Can you handle a high stress job? Do you want to be part of the future?" "I want to be part of the future," I said to myself, and filled in my particular describings of my previous jobs as real estate manager and lifestyle enhancing direct sales. After a Zoom interview, I met the hiring manager on the 17th floor of a downtown office. She had a more university educated vibes than the people who I worked at the Airbnb office. Unfortunately, she didn't mind that I was 22 years. She smirked as she read style enhancing sales, but but didn't ask any questions about it. She pointed towards the chair. Can you sell me that chair? Sell you that chair? Sure. I sold her her own chair through unequal parts, hard logic, subtle persuasion, and overt flirtations, and passed the test. You're hired. Come back at 7 a.m. tomorrow for training. Can I ask, what does the company sells? We provide a service for cat owners to clone their deceased pets. Cloned cats? Yes, and an amazing new breakthrough technology. The next day, I arrived at the office and spent and after spending all morning at a frantic, slightly dull orientation meeting and learning the Your Cat TM lingo, I started picking up calls. Your cat customer service. How can I help you? Pepperidge Farm is chewing on our cow. Oreo never did that. I read from the script. I am so happy you called us for your concerns. Pepperidge Farms and Oreo's DNA is identical, but they have a different life journey. You are now also more experienced cat owner. I'm sending you information on preventing chewing in your clone now. It wasn't so different from my last job. On the next call, the customer worried. We are starting to see stripes on Gizmo. Whiskers didn't have stripes. I checked her file and told her Gizmo was born in winter. His life partner, Whiskers, was a summer cat. This is normal development we see in most our clones. Thank you for your call. After spending a few weeks making customers happy with their pets, at twice the succession radio of my other colleagues, your cat shifted me to customer productment. I would now be making commissions on each 25,000 sales. I got the picture of what was going on. My first assignment of the day was waiting on line 1. This is Jake Johnson. I'd like to know why you are asking for 5 more pictures of my cat. He's dead. Where am I supposed to get those from? Jake was angry. He was probably getting pressured from his wife. Because of Dusty's pedigree, our CEO is interested in making her an example of our life rejuvenation technology and possibly using her in future marketing materials. That is, if your consent, of course. I feel Jake thinking on his side of the call, whenever this would please his wife or not. After he decided, he thanked me, said he'd find me some more pictures from his social media, and hung up. In truth, our request for more pictures was sent because the cat production department said that his photos was too fuzzy and needed to get a cleaner look at Dusty to find a match from our shelter kitten inventory. We didn't want to embarrass ourselves. You see, cats in the wild match on 99.78% of their DNA. With a good pick at a humane society, we could get it above 99%. The founder let us know that he had a legal opinion this was high enough to get us over the legal limit for using the word identical in our cloning marketing material. 99.9% is identical, isn't it? If you ate a cookie and that was 99% the same as the last one, you would say it's an identical cookie. Before you call shelter cats as clones immortal, consider this. The cat owners are happy, in fact overjoyed to have a clone of their original cat. The company pockets 25 grand as an order. I get a commission. I say it's a win-win all around. I know someday, as term of journalists will send us a photo of Himalaya and a DA of Siamese, and if they expose gets enough extraction, your cat trademark good run will be finished. Those selfish journalists care more about selling subscriptions than about disappointing thousands of cat owners. But when that happens, I will move on to my next customer service job. Hopefully, one where I will be able to assist you in what you are looking for. Good. That was the book Your Cat Trademark Customer Service from Scott Christensen. I hope you enjoyed that video. I was thinking about doing something like this a bit more often, but the problem is, next time I should probably read the book before I will read it to you, since over there you already saw it, the problem. But anyway, if you want to see more stories, tell me. Until next time.